Around the asteroid belts of the solar system, which are regions that are incredibly interesting, there is a great deal of history and mystery that surrounds them. It is likely that these belts hold a substantial quantity of information, which is one of the most important pieces of information that may be located there. This information could be found in several places. In the process of the expansion of the universe, the information that has been presented here is relevant to the early beginnings of our neighborhood. Since its discovery, this belt, which is situated in the midst of the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, has been the one that has attracted the most attention out of all of these belts. Its location has been the subject of great curiosity. I am referring to the Main Asteroid Belt. It is possible to get a look into the conditions that prevailed billions of years ago by examining this region, which is teeming with leftovers from the early solar system. This region provides a view into the conditions that existed. Remains from the early stages of the solar system can be found in abundance in this region. In this region, there is a substantial amount of fossils that are waiting to be found. The Main Asteroid Belt is thought to be home to tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of asteroids, according to estimates. It is said that this is the situation. There are rocks as small as pebbles and massive masses such as Ceres, which is the largest asteroid and is also considered to be a dwarf planet. These asteroids range in size from rocks as small as pebbles to enormous masses. There is a correlation between the composition of these asteroids and their size. Within this group of asteroids, there is a size range that spans a large amount of possible dimensions. A great number of individuals are of the opinion that the asteroids that have been found within this belt are the leftovers of a planetesimal that, as a result of the gravitational impact of Jupiter, was never able to form into a complete terrestrial planet. A sizable proportion of individuals are of the opinion that this is the case. Because there are asteroids enclosed within this outer belt, the assumption that this theory is accurate is given more weight than it would have been otherwise. As a consequence of this encounter, the material in the belt was prevented from becoming a planet, which resulted in the belt being spread out in its current configuration. The existing configuration of the belt is the outcome of this, which brought about the current configuration. The configuration of the belt that is currently being utilized was chosen for this same reason, and it was placed in that arrangement. Within our solar system, there are a number of other prominent asteroid belts that can be identified in addition to the Main Asteroid Belt. These belts can be broken down into several categories. These belts can be found within the solar system that we inhabit. On the other hand, these belts can be discovered in a wide variety of diverse locations. This collection of belts includes both the Kuiper Belt and the dispersed disk as components of the collection. Both of these belts are included within the framework of this collection. One of the frozen worlds and dwarf planets that can be discovered in the Kuiper Belt, which is a vast region that is located beyond the orbit of Neptune, is Pluto. Pluto is also a dwarf planet known as Pluto. Pluto counts as a minor planet as well. In addition, Pluto is another planet that is a part of the Kuiper Belt group. Additionally, the name Pluto was taken from the planet that is located the farthest away from the Sun in the solar system. The remnants of the primordial disk of material were the source of formation for the planets that are located in the most remote parts of the solar system. These planets are located in the very center of the solar system. It is believed that these planets originated from the disk that contains the primordial matter. With regard to leftovers of this kind, this particular item is a symbol of them. A large number of frozen bodies are crowded into the area of the dispersed disk, which is a region that overlaps with the Kuiper Belt. This region is a region that contains a lot of frozen bodies. These frozen planets have orbits that are extraordinarily elliptical by virtue of the fact that they extend a great distance away from the Sun for a long amount of time and have orbits that are extremely elliptical. Through the research of these asteroid belts, a substantial quantity of information regarding the conditions that existed in the early phases of the solar system, as well as the mechanisms that were responsible for the formation of the solar system, has been discovered. This knowledge has led to the finding of a significant number of information. Because of this information, we are able to have a deeper comprehension of the beginnings of the solar system. For instance, the differences in composition that can be found between asteroids that are located in the main belt and those that are located in the Kuiper Belt can provide valuable insights into the temperature gradients and chemical conditions that were present during the early stages of the solar system. These asteroids are located in the Kuiper Belt. Kuiper Belt is the location of these asteroids in the solar system. This is because the Kuiper Belt is located within the interior of the solar system, whereas the main belt is located in the middle of the solar system. This is the reason why this is the case. Furthermore, it is believed that certain asteroids are remnants of larger objects that crashed with one another and ended up breaking apart. This theory is supported by recent research. Additionally, there is evidence that lends weight to this viewpoint. This specific piece of information sheds light on the concept of the dynamic history of our solar system, which has been established over the course of the past few years. This concept is brought into clearer clarity as a result of this knowledge. One of the most fascinating elements of these belts is the possibility that in the future, asteroid belts may be examined and employed for the purpose of collecting resources. This is one of the most interesting parts of these belts. It is one of the most remarkable parts of these belts that this is the case. When it comes to these belts, the fact that this is the case is one of the most fascinating facts about them. An ever-increasing number of people are becoming interested in the prospect of mining asteroids for the purpose of obtaining valuable metals and other commodities. This curiosity that has been produced at this moment is directly attributable to the consistently occurring technological breakthroughs that are being achieved in this particular field. The OSIRIS-REx mission of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, and the Hayabusa2 mission of Japan have both already started their separate missions in order to examine asteroids and bring back samples when they return. Both of these projects come from Japan. The purpose of both of these missions is to undertake exploration of asteroids. It is now possible to have a more in-depth grasp of these old celestial bodies and the potential applications that they could have had. This is because of the fact that this is now attainable. The consequence of this is as follows. The asteroid belts that constitute the foundation of our solar system are not only relics of our cosmic history, but they also have the potential to serve as portals to the future. The reason for this is that they contain all of the components that are necessary for the solar system to function. This is as a result of the fact that they contain a variety of asteroid belts in their composition. These objects not only provide a glimpse into the origins and development of our solar system, but they also have the potential to be utilized in future scientific and commercial activities. This is because they have the ability to be used in multiple ways. This can lead to a great deal of new opportunities. To be more specific, this is the circumstance with reference to the former. We are continuing our examination and analysis of these regions, and as a result, we are able to find information that was previously impossible. This knowledge refers to the composition of our solar system, as well as the cosmos as a whole, with regard to space and time. Would you like it? Hit the like button and subscribe to our channels for more interesting and informative videos.